Hey guys, what's going on? It's Breakout Bag Lunch, and today is February 20th, 2026. We have a lot to talk about today, so make sure you watch until the very end of the video, and if this was helpful, it would really help if you could like and subscribe. So, we finally brought the Topstep account out of the red. It is now in the green with this great green trade for today. We're looking at a realized profit of $481.53. That brings the balance of the account to $210.56. Granted, I know that's not a lot of profit, but that's a huge improvement compared to where I was last week, last Friday specifically, where I was almost at the point of blowing my Topstep account. So I'm going to start with the high level overview. I'm going to do a higher time frame analysis and then review the trade for today that brought me this great profit, and then we'll talk about improvements from there. If you look at the higher time frame, if you go to the 1 hour chart, you can see that we were below VWAP in the pre-market. And you'll also note, if you've been watching the previous videos, that I have this area of support identified. Support, demand, whatever you want to call it. And this level was actually hit yesterday, as well as the day before yesterday. And what I noticed in the pre-market was that, again, it kind of feels like deja vu, but once again, we were at this level and we were below VWAP. So, I wasn't really sure of what to make of the trading action for today. In terms of bullish or bearish bias, I was mixed. However, we did get this huge, beautiful bounce up from this level, this zone, and we kind of just continued upward. This huge move in this volatility in the market today in general is due to the Supreme Court ruling that just came out. This is breaking news. And basically it said that Trump doesn't have the authority to place the tariffs that he did. It looks like the market is interpreting this as good news. I don't really trade based on fundamentals, but context is always important. It looks like that 10:01 candle was a news candle, and I did not take this trade. If we're just looking at the 1 minute chart during New York session, what we had was, like I mentioned, a nice move up from this area of demand or support. Then we had a bullish break at the 5-minute opening range and a nice retracement. Now, why I did not take this trade was I was looking for a move just below VWAP. Well, we did get a move a little bit below VWAP, but I had my limit order set just below this 50% area. I think it was at around 6,864, right around here. If I had gotten this trade, that would have been amazing. Of course, it could have gone the opposite way, which is something that's really important to keep in mind. But this would have been a really nice trade to take, at least until previous highs. That's probably where I would have taken profit had I taken this trade here. I think it was something with the way the VWAP was configured, where I was waiting for a bounce of VWAP, but this price was above VWAP. Anyway, disappointing, but we still managed to make some profit. It was very frustrating, though, waiting for the pullback I wanted, and also very frustrating to see price just shoot up, barely missing my limit order. Not fun at all. Once we had this big giant green candle, this was the point where I was looking for an entry but at a higher price. This would have been a nice entry here, but I was looking for a move just below VWAP again, which would have been at 6872.75, but we didn't quite reach that. Again, this was frustrating to watch. Just 3-4 nice green candles shoot up in the direction of the trade you want to take. But it's really important to be patient and not take trades at the wrong time. You have to wait for the right time and buy at the right price. Otherwise, there's a risk of a huge drawdown. Trust me, I'm speaking from personal experience. Yeah, we did get that nice pullback I was looking for. I gotten along at 6883.25, so right around here. I was looking at a bit of a drawdown at first, and as you can see, price did move a bit below VWAP. I bought here because we were in the golden pocket, so I wouldn't say this entry was bad, but I should have probably waited for a retest of VWAP. So in other words, I probably should have bought around 68.76 for a little bit further down, a little bit cheaper. But that's okay, because this was a really nice long. And when I got in, price did move a little bit for a bit, but we shot up and we had a little bit of a retracement that got me worried. But we ultimately hit my target of 6915.50. My target was just a little bit below this high of day. Originally it was at the high of day, but I just wasn't sure if we were going to get a move this big. And also, I think where I exited was decent, considering this still was a very big trade. I'm still taking into consideration that I need to take more profit when getting into trades. The opening range today was pretty wide. Let's see. So the low was 68.47. The high was 68.70. That's a little bit over 20 points. It's like 23 points. And this trade I took, let's see, 83.93.03. It's a little over 40 points. So I think I did pretty good in terms of where I exited. Entry could have been better, but the exit was pretty good, I would say. I also took the same trade on Apex with 5 micros. This is MES, by the way. But on Trade of 8, Apex, I took the trade and that netted me a profit of around $700. At this point, I am not looking to take any additional trades. This week overall has been really successful. I'm really happy with the progress I made. That wouldn't have been possible had I not been recording these videos and sharing my thoughts with you all. So thank you for listening. This has really been helpful for me to do a deep reflection and actually improve my trading. Since we are in the green on this Topstep account, hopefully I'll be able to take a payout, request a payout by Monday, depending on how the trading goes then. As I mentioned in a previous video, I believe the minimum that you can request is $150. So we'll just keep trading until we get to that point. We're not going to force anything. We're not going to just keep trading until we get to that amount. We're going to take 1 or 2 trades a day, and by staying disciplined and sticking to the process, we'll get to where we want to go. That's all I wanted to mention for today. Leave me your feedback in the comment section below. I hope you had a great trading day as well, and I will talk to you all in the next video. All right, bye everybody.